is pushing the fight all the time. On the inside, Lopez is trying to block, but he gets hit with a nice, clean right hand. And then, as you'll see, which we're stopping, it comes out with a hook in the right hand. He's answering Alvarez's strength and good inside work. That's what Lopez needs to do.
This is the most I've seen Lopez get hit.
Well, he's fighting a guy that's the champion. You know, you're talking about the best. He's fighting the best.
The crowd here at the bull ring really reacting, though, to Lopez's combinations in the last round. We're in round 5. Good block there by Alvarez with his left fist.
Might I mention, watch, Lopez has been doing one thing. He's left jab, right cross, left jab, right. He doesn't finish like he did before. The third punch is the left hook. He hasn't thrown it. Wait till he does that. Wait till he does the combination with the third punch.
Meanwhile, Alvarez showing some tremendous defense and countering.
This is 105 pounds Leonard turns.
Yep.
This is incredible.
Right off the top of the side of the head there by Lopez. Low blow there by Lopez.
What Lopez has done too since he got knocked down was come down underneath the power of Alvarez and pull inside some of those big looping right hands. Smart move.
Alvarez,
nice body shot.
Yes. The left half hook, half uppercut to the stomach.
Pick him up.
Get those punches up.
That was a clean blow.
I think that was from it earlier.
Warned him from the last round.
That was residue.
Well, Arthur cleans up his act real good. He's one of the greatest referees in boxing. He's a credit to boxing.
And he's a pleasure to watch. He works clean.
Rep countless championship fights, including Ali Frazier won at Madison Square Garden.
He always had a fair shot with Arthur McCann.
And a fair shot there. Left hook by Alvarez, and then a straight right hand by Alvarez. Pushing Lopez back. Lopez with a hard right, but it was partially blocked by Alvarez. Great defense by Alvarez.
Right now, both fighters are honing in on their defense, blocking some of the big blows, settling into what is going to be a real nice long fight.
Lopez going under everything. He gets under.
Ooh, what a left uppercut attempt there by Lopez. But fortunately for Alvarez, it missed. And a left hook by Alvarez that scores.
Right now, Lopez is winning the rounds by throwing not only more accurate punches, but a few more of them. He's got more stuff to throw at the wall, and it's sticking.
And his defense is very good. I mean, he's making him miss. He is making Alvarez miss an awful lot. Alvarez waiting for his target to stand still so he can unload those heavy bombs. But Lopez will not oblige.
As we head for the bell in round 5.
Unfortunately, these things happen. The people have been asking for this kind of fight. Unfortunately, we're friends, but the people have been asking, so it's time to do it.
Good luck in your fight.
Thank you very much.
All right, back out to you, Steve. All right, Jim, a confident Miguel Angel Gonzalez as we enter round 6 of this dual 105-pound championship. Oh, a straight right hand by Lopez that got through partially.
And he rolled on a right hand that he got hit by Alvarez. Beautiful move. Minimize the right hand coming in and fire back and counter. Fellas, I'd love to see either one of these fighters at 200-plus pounds to see what they could do.
I'd like to see him at 150.
I'd like to see him at 105. What's the difference?
I'm happy right here.
Yes, sir. These are good fighters. This is a real pleasure to sit back and watch.
Boy, that guy is thinking. Lopez is a thinking fighter.
Whoa, bouncing off the ropes. That's not a good, and that could be dangerous.
That's not a good idea, the ropes right there.
You know, he got hit with a pretty good left hook in between before he bounced onto the ropes. And a good right hand.
Low.
Keep that up now.
And the warning from Arthur Mercante.
Look at that. Something uncharacteristic of Lopez after the warning. He didn't touch gloves and threw a right hand almost as if to lull maybe Alvarez into relaxing a little bit.
This is like nothing Lopez has ever been involved with before in his entire life in the ring.
That punch was so I'm sorry to step on you. That punch was so uncharacteristic of Lopez. It's a wild looping punch. You don't see him throw those things. He's so tight and disciplined.
I don't know if you noticed, but when Lopez walked in, there was absolutely no perspiration. I just don't know if he was ready. But he's trying to make up for it here. After being put down to the second.
This is Mexico. He sure knows what he's doing here. The altitude, everything else.
You know, I guess for a fighter, too, as gracious and as much of a gentleman as Lopez is, but as accomplished as much as he has, being on the floor that early has to be at least embarrassing.
And that has to weigh amazingly on your mind. Mentally.
We're all human. We have emotions and a psyche that's got to be tapped into. And I'm sure right now he's fighting with a little bit more emotion than normal.
You lose your aura of invincibility in your own mind. It's very scary.
Well, I take that back from Mark Carney. Hit me right in the face with that shot. I take back all the nice things I said about you, Arthur.
He didn't do that on purpose, Freddie.
No, I don't.
Combination going nowhere by Lopez. It was deflected.
Ice now coming across the ring. Now, that's bad.
How people could possibly be upset with this fight and throwing food and articles in the ring is beyond me.
It's been a tremendous match. Tremendous. We've had hair conditioning packets, ice, rolls, cups, tape, gum wrappers, water bottles, just about everything thrown into the ring. And I have not seen much security here. I'll tell you that right now.
The security took the empty ringside seat.
Your eyes on the gloves of Lopez. Lopez will come in now. Oh, no question. No question about it. Arthur McCanny did the right thing. You warned him. He is not a dirty fighter. Neither one of these two guys are dirty. These two guys have been really sportsmen here.
You better get out of that ring fast.
Halfway through, this crowd has not been a factor as they watch perhaps the most talented fighter going today struggle, Ricardo Lopez. If anything, they've probably hurt him by throwing things into the ring.
You know, we're at the halfway point. I have it 3 rounds to 3, but that 1 point extra for Alvarez, and that gives him a 1 point lead. And clearly his big bombs are doing some damage.
I have it the other way. I have Lopez ahead 57-56, but that's because we disagree on the first round.
Alvarez is bopping shots off the top of Lopez's head, and that's got to hurt. Alvarez pushing on, pressing the attack, moving in. He put Lopez down 15 seconds into round 2. First time Lopez ever been down.
And what a clean knockdown that was.
Oh, an beautiful overhand right.
And those of you who were with us from the early bout, you saw the effect of altitude. None of that is taking effect on Alvarez. He doesn't look tired. He doesn't look like this altitude has anything to do with his condition. He's in good shape, and he's roaring to go.
Straight right hand by Alvarez that got Lopez's attention. And Lopez missing with that wild left.
I've never seen Lopez miss this much or be moved so easily by...
Again, another wild miss by Lopez. Lopez, I think, the panic starting to set in a little bit. We've never seen this happen to him. A lot of anxiety.
Southpaw for a split second.
I noticed.
Well, one thing is, he's used to being in command of a fight where he dictates the kind of fight he's getting in. He's not doing that now. This guy's chasing him. This guy's making him fight his fight.
Right now, Alvarez is taking the fight to him. He's setting the pace. He's landing the big clean shots. There are times when Lopez lands a few more, but they're not like clarity, the big shots.
Final minute of round 7, and again they come together with the heads.
But this time I think Lopez is cut.
Hold it.
This time Lopez is cut.
If he's not cut, he's stunned.
That's a butt.
He's stunned.
That's a butt.
If there's an accidental butt, the uncut fighter gets a point deducted here in these fights in Mexico tonight.
1 point.
And there it is.
Deducted.
1 point deducted from Alvarez.
1 point.
That could be big.
Arthur McCanny knows the rules.
That's going to be a big, big point. If not, affect the fight greatly.
That's very bad.